I think it makes sense. A lot of CC being offered by the bot lane, which is important when we have this Nidalee. And it definitely feels like when we get to these team fights, it's going to be about D+ trying to connect onto this backline, get onto these critical carries.
At least we will get rid of them for the next couple of games.
You know what I think is part of that?
Yeah.
Oh, he's TPing down immediately. Are they going to look for a dive?
I mean, it is Maokai. He's pretty good at diving and at least trading very aggressively. You see he drops aggro by hitting the minion, and now he's got Xiu, who's level 1, but I think this might be enough damage. The Harpoon is going to miss, though, and Barrel flashes away. He's in a lot of trouble. Oh, he got first blood! He's able to get it anyway. Peanut, of course, will be able to take him down, but at least the feat of strength does go over to DK for that. Looking to save his flash and then flash towards the end, thinking he could get away.
Oh,
this time, though, he doesn't have flash, and that's in Italy with red buff. He's not getting away from this. The knockback is going to be critical, but does he even have it? The answer is he's not going to use it if he did. And down he goes. That's another kill as Lucid is just hunting him down.
Yeah.
You know, that one season that I was a part of where it was Azir Corki almost single every single game? It wasn't enough for me. The grubs here are going to be taken by How Life Esports. Lucid is nearby, and he would love to deny one.
They've gotten 2 without smiting, though, so the third's an easy pickup. 3 grubs secured for HLE, so they do get the contribution towards the feats of strength. Not like he committed anything more, but the light moving up towards the mid lane, and also the fact that aiming has this additional pressure. He's level 6, he has the Dirk. Does result in D+ just getting a free dragon. Mountain as well. I mean, this feels like an even easier dive setup than we saw before.
The root is going to land. Zeus, nice flash away from the spear. I just don't know if it matters, though, because another spear is coming, and Maokai is here. As in they go with the damage. Barrel flashes away. We got to dive in the top lane. 2 Xiu in a lot of trouble here against 3, but Peanut tanking up the turret shots, and it gets traded back. As yes, Viper picks up a kill, but so does Xiu in the top lane.
Definitely the improved towers, the more damage that they have, catching him off guard.
Yeah, now you look at DK's position. They traded better in the dive situation. They're going to get all 3 grubs for themselves. That's a second look. He's just sitting back as far as he possibly can. Showmaker, though, is going to dodge back, but Delight is here. The knockup comes in. Flash away as Zeka is tanking off the turret, and Showmaker still gets away.
Just a trade there. And yeah, I mean, overall, plate gold pretty even, to be honest, but it's kind of more distributed for the side of HLE, and I think some of it not picked up as well.
Feats of strength, by the way, picked up here by DK. They got that dragon. They would. And we take a look here at the difference in the 80 carries. This is what we were mentioning. And now we've got the lockdown. The Xin Zhao pretty good to stop a lot of the incoming damage and the Poppy ult, but it just doesn't matter. They outnumber Peanut in the river, and they do take him down. As Lucid, yeah, he was, punted away, but that doesn't really matter.
Peanut needs to stack up his knockup before it actually takes effect. Whereas on the other side, barrel presses are, that's a kill. It's that easy if you have the follow-up.
Yeah. That's why that Maokai last pick, we were very impressed by it, because it really just rounds out the composition. You don't really want to play an engaged support, but of fun. I mean, he did have that Elise game, but there have also been games where he's been kind of carrying. And here we got Showmaker right on top of Zeka. The ult is well committed to. Barely not enough damage.
Just not having enough damage to take him down. And Herald throwing down mid. Not a huge amount of value. That tower is really low already, but they'll happily knock it down.
That is. So he can just farm out very safely. Zeus is going to be down here picking up this turret. And Viper so far, he is still Ezreal. So even though, aiming could potentially poke him out, Viper's just saying, okay, I respect you entirely.
Fine. I mean, that's the thing. They don't need this dragon. It's a singular ocean dragon. Lucid might try and steal it, but if they get a tier 2, that's a good trade.
Hey, they're even going to throw an Avaris ultimate, and the steal comes in. Why not? They're not being zoned away.
To come into us, being some resources. And D+ are ready.
I mean, a couple ults still down here. Remember the Maokai ult, and there goes the Nidalee just flying as Delight does his job. The smite should come in, and there it is. Peanut locks it down, and now they've got Reses to come on in. Zeka just gonna, go ahead, try to throw his life away. He does have Zhonya's, though. There's the revive, but they're just looking for anything and anyone at this point. They get barreled down. They've already taken down Xiu. HowlLife Esports, a very nice call.
Scenario if this dragon does go over, but potentially look for a steal again. They're looking for some poke and fishing here right now.
Even going to commit to a Maokai ultimate here for a bit of zoning. Nice Ez ult. And now they're going to find Zeus on the left side. As you mentioned, he's kind of just a free life, though. He's trying to go in and die and TP back into the fight. Down he goes. And he lives. Big ult as well. And now Barrel's just left to the fishes. Down he goes. And that is the Ocean Drake as well for HowlLife Esports as his team is retreating.
Don't question Barrel.
So
don't question Barrel.
It's his fault.
You wouldn't get it. You wouldn't get it.
But it was all calculated, of course.
Yeah, and now that gold lead's closed a decent amount. You can see from the graph, so a lot closer there. Zeus.
Yeah, I mean, Zeus does have TP, so he will be here. They spot this. Baron's only at half health. I don't know if they
back away now.
Really commit to this. Okay, they're just going to commit to it, I guess. As the Maokai ultimate looking to just zone everybody away, and it does exactly that. Barrel as well will sacrifice his life, but Showmaker's able to trade it back and ult over the wall. And there you go. DK just steals the Baron under their noses.
Similar thing. Both times it was supports create the space. This time Barrel's ult really denying access to the pit. They get the Baron. We even see Showmaker able to trade 1-for-1 and it'll force him away. Aiming able to pick up that tier 2 bot lane, get a bit more gold. They will have to respond to the top side, and we did see Siwa actually TP there, so...
Enough vision to get some poking down. They still have the Maokai ultimate, but in 5 seconds, they need a little bit of extra time, and it starts early, but it goes to Rumble. Ocean Soul secured, and the equalizer is great. Hits Delight at least, and does secure the kill. Flash forward from Xiu. This guy is a madman. He has the Zhonya's, and he's burning down Seka, and that will be a free kill for them. Take a look at the rest of the team as well. Lucid desperately trying to corral them up against the wall. Viper doesn't have many places to go in. Goes Showmaker on the left. Viper being corralled into that little alcove. It is just a straight up clean ace to DK after the fight on Ocean Soul.
Yep, there's a little hiccup with Yadakan in this game, but for the most part, D+ have been in control, been ahead, able to secure the Ocean Soul and the fight following, and now will close out the game. And this is what we've come to expect from them. They have started this LCK Cup with a bang.
They just look so fantastic. Really a team effort in this one. Showmaker does have a very cool KDA. 5-0-0. No assist for the Yone, of course. As now look at the Nexus turrets. And Delight can do absolutely nothing. Flash on in, aiming. You know, he'd love to get some extra damage on the chart. But that will just be a relatively clean victory here to the side of D+ Kia. Renata Glass. The idea, you know, it makes sense. Even if he does get burst down, he's going to at least output a ton of damage, especially as the game
and then, even if he doesn't res, he gets his passive.
Yeah.
You know? He committed the TP as well from Showmaker. Showmaker hitting level 6. This is a huge spike to have for this grub fight. And Lucid is committed to denying at least one of these from Peanut.
I mean, he's got his smite available, but he doesn't want to use it on this one. He's just going to secure the one. Peanut gives the top of the morning Pengu, and is just walking away. You can see that HowlLife Esports are going to drop down a wall, though. So they did that, and that was about it. And now here comes DK as the handshake is good. Delight in a ton of trouble. And first blood goes to Kog'Maw of all of the champions on DK to get the money, aiming, of course. The Gold King is looking to get it. And there's the charm as well. A nice flash, though, saving it for the very, very end was Zeka.
They could just kill the Talia and get out here.
Yeah, they absolutely could. Just looking to run away. Actually going for a bit more. The charm lands again after the counter strike, but Xiu, not long for the world, will have to pay for it. Here comes the Mega Narz going in, but the Wukong ult is available, and Zeus just gets popped on the head by Lucid, who takes him down.
This was the opponent where if anyone was going to stop them going 5-0, it would have been HLE. And right now, it's looking like they're not going to be able to stop them. It just feels like Lucid is just on him, refusing to give over anything. They've already picked up that dragon. Pick up one of these grubs. Peanut does have his smite, though. Getting one grub would stall out the feats of strength. But it just feels like the members of D+ are moving in. The Ahri is there again. It's risky.
Smite? Yeah, he has smite. Yeah.
Denies the contribution towards the feat of strength. And it looks like D+ not even particularly interested after that point. But like, okay, we couldn't get the feat of strength contribution. Let's just go back to farming. You can have the other grub. We're not bothered. Oh, bot lane.
Bit of damage coming in, Meganar as well, but not looking to dive any turrets against a Jax that Talia throws out. So
like when you get a pebble in your shoe, you know?
Yeah. Ooh,
gotta take your shoe off, get rid of it. Oh.
Well, yeah, flashing into the Sejuani. Unfortunate timing here for Siu. He is extremely dead. Not much he could do about that except try to respect the lack of vision.
Like D+ are guaranteed a strong soul.
Have we had a Chemtech soul yet?
Yes. We did, when I was last casting with Max.
Oh, that makes sense. Zeus is in a bit of trouble. He does have Meganar about to pop, and there it is. The wallop comes down. The range, not enough. So Lucid just going to flash in and bop him on the head. That's a second bop on the head kill from the Wukong.
When Eamon and Beryl were looking to move down, but now they did. Now they're looking for this dragon, and Peanut trying to find a steal.
Oh, well, the wall's going to come in and kind of corral them up against it, but Delight hits nothing. And it's just rooted up. A lot of damage, though, into this front line. Lucid and Beryl are going to go down. So HummLife Esports, they get a big chunk of gold on the backside of that. They shut down Lucid as well.
Stacks not the easiest target to dive, and Beryl is running down. So they got to make it quick.
I mean, there is a chance, but they're not going to go for it just yet. The Counter-Strike, though, does come out. Bit of extra damage coming in, and there's the turret. Does go over to HummLife Esports.
And end up losing 2 for it, so great charm by Showmaker. Beryl's ult maybe not getting the intended effect out of that one.
Yeah, a lot of little weird things in there. Delight throws himself into the 2 front guys as everybody's running away from DK.
You just lose that account immediately after. With it being on the top side a bit safer, but it also makes it very hard to play for Dragon once Baron spawns as well, because you're so locked to that top side of the map. Herald comes in.
Well, you do have the Renata Glass just kind of doing nothing. Beryl threw out his ult, hit nobody, and then died.
Bot side by HLE, but it looks like they got it down in time. This is one of the risks, is that you put so many members down bot lane for the Dragon. They're in time. Lucid is coming.
I mean, there's a wall in their face, and it's just got to be a steal, but it's not. It's Kalista. So difficult to steal against that, as you mentioned. Here comes HummLife Esports barreling through the jungle, desperately trying to go for a fight, but
Beryl to engage, it's kind of falling flat, and we see HLE, they flipped to the other side. Zeus is in mid lane applying pressure, the rest of the team get this tier 2. This textbook, exactly how you want to play it back. That's 2 of those, not just the fact it's the tier 2 towers, but the extra gold being in the outer lanes. But now the play comes around to this Baron that has just spawned. I'll fight for the red buff here.
Delay goes in, gets a decent ult, but it's not amazing. And the charm is huge again. Showmaker going pretty big on this Ahri.
Zeus just pressuring the tower. And, the outer towers, good play from HLE, but I feel like D+ has missed a trick letting this tier 2 mid go down.
Peanut a little bit out of position, but is going to force the flash out of Siu.
And you can't engage him, he just throws down the Unraveled Earth, and you're completely cooked. So D+ get forced away. Another Mountain Dragon over to HLE. More defensive stats. You can see as well, when you look at the itemization, a lot of MR being picked up by HLE. Yeah, the Calista ult, it's like, who are you picking on this team?
There it is, the flash on in. Viper in a bit of trouble, but Delight is zoning excellently, and Peanut is going to land that ult onto the Wukong, but Zeka has to flash away. Tons of damage coming out from aiming, but it doesn't seem to be enough. Nice Renata ult, though, trying to turn it around, trying to give them some space. Siu is pushed into Zeka and given a kill. This Jax now has an angle. He's going in, he's looking, but he's not going to hit it. As they do push away, DK not out of the game just yet.
This is the game. Felt like he was leaving that grasp. They find an angle now. HLE, you're not going to be able to defend this tower. See you playing aggressive there, but we'll back away.
Rest of the team's like, whoa, 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 hold on, buddy. Like, we're running away.
We don't do that here, okay? And the ult can really catch up quickly. That ward, huge value there. Now, they aren't starting the Baron. But there's full information from D+. They know exactly what HLE were looking for, trying to bait them in.
Well, there's a wall coming down, trying to get aiming. He doesn't have flash, but it's just Zeka who gets charmed and dies instead. And aiming is totally safe. No follow-up. Nothing. Just Zeka going in and dying.
I love the confidence from Showmaker. Flashes in. He's like, I'm making the pick. Finds an angle on Zeka, who's burnt all his cooldowns. They are starting up. Meganar's available. This could be dangerous.
Yeah, they're taking a bajillion damage from the Baron as well. And, okay, Charm comes in again. Siu just gonna bop the Nico on the head. Renata Glass ult actually does a good job of zoning. Great zoning ult. as everybody is getting away here. Peanut has to flash. You're looking for more, though. The charm is going to land again, man. Showmaker is just incredible on this pick. As the knockup on Azeus, they want to take him down. Aiming going 1v1 versus a Kalista. Going to keep him alive, but Beryl will trade his life with the Gnar.
The tower's still there, so perhaps not, you know,
Yeah.
see Viper get away, but
Peanut, can they get him? Really? Oh, the W from Showmaker. The flash on in from Lucid gets the job done. So many low health bars. So many people out of position.
yeah, I think Showmaker's just dead here, unfortunately. Oh, wait, can he get an execute? This might be it.
Oop. No.
Well, close enough,
Sejuani.
close enough, okay?
Yeah.
You didn't give the kill to Zeka or Viper, you'll take that. It is Peanut who gets the kill. Being on the map meant they were cautious about approaching. And that's 3 Mountain Dragons for HLE. 1 away from Soul, but also, in terms of just the stats the Dragon gives, it's pretty significant. You have teleport on the Jack, so you can get there to respond. But you want to force them up the Baron early, because if it comes down to a 50-50, there's a Kalista there, so it's not a 50-50.
Yeah,
it's favored towards them.
And that's what Hama Life Esports is playing towards. They're like, yeah, you want to flip? Go ahead. Let's try. It's not a real flip. We got a little play in mid. Zeus trying to hop away. He's actually doing a ton of damage. Here comes the wall. Showmaker, awkward spot, and down will go Shiu. There's the knockup and Elucid. He doesn't do much. Zeus goes down, yes, but it's Hama Life Esports up a man. Aiming, still alive though, so trying to make a potential play. Knockup not going to come in for Zeka. And the sticks are in the Baron. Delight's got an angle on the left. They don't quite see him aiming. He's showing himself on the left, and that's an eco. He gets flashed on. He flashes away though. He gets away. He gets space, but it's just not maybe enough. He's trying to get the reset. It's not going to happen. Viper just has the damage, and Hama Life Esports win the fight and will take down this Baron, which is doing a million damage, but it doesn't matter. They will have it up there just waiting. Yep, for the respawn.
Oh, it was early!
Yeah, it was
no, they got it, they got it.
Not really popping off in a big way, but he hit a big ult at the right timing, and you can be the hero. And it did feel like, you know, there was a potential if Aiming and Showmaker had room to maybe do something in that fight, but not when Delight hits that ult. Here comes a wall. And they're up against it. There goes Delight in once again. Lucid dies mid-dash as Showmaker, and there we finally have the big Gnar ult into the wall. The Kog'Maw goes down, and this game is done and dusted. Hama Life Esports should be able to take it down here, as they will, as 5 members, be able to push into the DK base.
Yeah, Zeka find the combo to Showmaker. I mean, without ult, he can't really do much. And it's just closing the game out. Series equalized. Oh, he did get second. Series equalized. I don't know. I feel like both, you know, I think HLE had some shortcomings in the Game 1 draft. I think Game 2 was a lot more even, although HLE came out ahead.
For one lifetime.
Yeah, he honestly, he's usually been pretty okay as far as it goes. So I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. It was a misclick.
Let's see. Well, 5 coming up soon.
No. He's going to point Q. Stop it, Brendan. The thing is, you max Q, then you max E, and W is last. So it feels even worse because, you know, you're never going to have that skill order you wanted to lay. Lucid?
Okay. Trading flashes.
Great flash from Lucid.
2 flash. Yeah.
Yeah, he was in a dangerous situation. They traded up in sums, but now it's a little bit delicate to approach these grubs. They definitely want at least one if they can get their hands on it.
Yeah, when you're the Ziggs team as well, would be lovely to get as many as possible. Zeus does have level 6 here. And Delight just holding the door in front. Showmaker, nice angle here. Could try to go for it. Even the Ziggs ult going to do a bit of damage in onto Delight. Trying to just create space for that grub that is coming in. Here comes the Silas, though, and Lucid in a bit of trouble. He's not level 6. Down he goes. Beryl goes too deep. And the Ambessa, Siu will trade one back, but it's Hama Life Esports trading up in a big way.
And I feel like this is just HLE doing better homework, to no one's surprise.
Yeah.
Obviously one of these picks that you think Silas, you think you can't. Oh, faded in.
Oh boy. And now Zeka just going to steal the Kindred ultimate. It's going to get pretty interesting. Let's see if Lucid can burst him down. Didn't have the E stack, but he's burning. And it is going to be a kill to Lucid anyway. And it's not the marked target, but it's still a nice amount of gold in it.
It does look like it's going to be a triple grubber for D+ to equalize. It is already 2 neutral objectives, though. I love how they both have like portraits next to their names, you know?
Yeah.
I think this is concerning to give over a third dragon for free already. It's so early to be massive. A lot of bulk, but also just keeping that Jinx safe, so I would not want to give this third dragon over no matter what. They will look to get aiming's just going to satchel the tower. They'll take that mid-tier 1 easily enough. And they're happy just forcing HLE away from the dragon. Don't need to start it right now.
The multiple different angles by which both teams are trying to just converge on this objective.
Aiming's going to recall and TP back in. He wants to spend. Lucid hitting it at the moment. He can just get out the pit at any time. Leandri's picked up for aiming. Big spike. He's got 2 items compared to Viper's 1. So I think that might be enough for DK to say, okay, you want to fight? We'll give it to you.
Yeah. Power of TP. And power of backing out of vision as well. HomeLife esports not really able to do much about that. And trying to get Peanut close to the objective, but already the Ziggs poke is coming in, but here comes Zeka trying to get in there, but the Rel ult pretty good onto that front line, and Shu's buying a lot of time in the back, has the Galio on top, a 3-man knockup, and Viper though digging the 1 reset. Can he do enough damage is really the question. Able to chip away at Showmaker, but not willing to take the 3v4, and that will be the dragon going into the hands of D+ Kia.
Huge for D+, there, denying the soul, stacking towards soul, sorry. Lucid did also fail his dash. I think it's fine to give it up. I actually think aiming can get this mid-tier 2 by himself, which is kind of absurd. Although he might have to wait around another wave, which could be risky. He's going to do it. He's the Gold King. Of course.
This is what he does. He's cycling his abilities, trying to get that passive up, but he gets it low enough. The satchel does the job.
And I think with the 1-for-1 tower trade, so many tools to respond now. They're looking top. TP is coming in behind.
Yeah, you got to be careful. I mean, taking it slow and steady and peel and poke, they're kind of out of position for that. The engaged Braum ultimate going to catch Showmaker. He has to flash away. Big Ziggs bomb over the top, though, into the satchel, and now in the backline, Shu finds the angle, and this should absolutely go the way of D+ Kia. Nice pullback there from Zeus to get himself to safety, but now Otacon available.
Out there by aiming. And as well, you can see moving through the not even close. When HLE wanted to move through that choke, it's just not the ideal place to fight against the Ziggs. The mines on the ground really disrupt and cause issue. Trying to look at this tower, but I think the investor can just clear it out, yeah.
I mean, he's taking a lot of free damage from Viper.
Yeah, maybe don't do that.
For some reason. He's trying to aggressively get in there, and speaking of which, Siu over the top with the Ziggs as well. They do have the Otacon buff. That's a couple of revives already on the cards. CP trying to really capitalize on getting it from Barrel.
We don't get anything else. You know, in terms of having an Otacon buff, you should hope for a lot more.
In live, Zeka in trouble. You see, trying to block the Silas from dashing. Another knockup comes in. Zeka, okay. Gonna buy some time. Does he have a chance? He doesn't have his flash anymore. And yeah, that's gonna be the end of him. Nice pick off there.
Just buy his time. I think maybe the hope is we can get the dragon before they get here in time. And Lucid is very far away.
So he stuck around as we were watching the replay. And by the way, the mark also secured by Lucid.
Okay, so he's a full champion now.
He is real.
Not really able to make anything off it right now. 2 Mountain Drakes, 2 D+, so some nice extra resistances. We've got a Galio who appreciates that.
And it just offers you so much more map control. There's only 1 turret that's been taken by HomeLife compared to 4. And yeah, I said it before, you know, the gold looks somewhat even, but a couple Mountain Drakes, you know, a 5th stack here now for the Kindred. Things are really beginning to get out of control, but aiming is in the middle of no man's land, and he's gonna get Showmaker in there as well. He flashes away, but Zeus gets the kill. Zeka will be traded for it, though. And we'll see what this Kindred can do. Lucid flashing over the top, Peanut not able to get away. Showmaker buying a lot of time, but that is a pretty excited Jinx, rather. Looking to go on the hunt, so DK not going to play with their food and just run away. Although, yeah, Zeus goes in with the TP. And Siu trying to peel for the team. This could get pretty dangerous. The zap on top of Siu, the knockback, and Siu, they just got to leave him. There's no hope for him. And that should be another kill right into the hands of Viper.
Yeah, a very late kill as well, so they can potentially reset and look for this Baron if they get back in time.
By Siu, and TP's back in. think this is going to be a straight-up fight over the Dragon. Stun here on the Zeus. He's not able to go unstoppable for a bit, but he's so tanky. Doesn't really matter. Setting up on this one, Zeka, he's got a pretty massive flank, but spotted. Zeus as well. The two Zs coming over the top as now they try to turn onto Zeka as he does go golden, and it's stolen by Lucid. He gets the Dragon, so many low health bars, and Barrow goes in and just stacks the front line there for his DPS. And you see Zeus is all alone on the back of the fight. He's going to be run down. This should be 3 for the side of D plus Kia in both Dragons. 3 Mountain Drakes, 3 kills. Eventually, who's going to pick it up is the only question. It does go to Showmaker, of all people. And yeah, just a massive fight here for DK once again.
Aiming, but kind of hard. You know, he uses his CC, but aiming would have had the satchel defensively. And so he just kind of disengages. And now D plus pick up the Baron as well. 5,000 gold lead. They are in a fantastic position in this game. 5, okay.
You know,
35, yeah?
Okay, 35, probably closer. I'll give you that. And yeah.
From Viper. But I just don't think there's anything to punish him. And again, they have the Kindred. I think the Rel would have done better for them. But I still think it's just best of a rough bunch for this situation. They get the tower here. Looks like they're going to keep pushing.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Peanut
man.
In a lot of trouble. This is Viego just doing absolutely nothing the whole game.
Really living up to the Paper Man name.
That is the nickname we gave to him. And aiming.
I feel like
he's great at taking damage,
if Viper
too.
was
and they're just still trying to find the angle on Ziggs.
Just
the story hasn't changed.
Steal Rel or Ambessa and just try and make it happen. I think that's your best option. He's found a flank again.
Oh, they're trying to get in, and the engaged Braum, surprisingly, doesn't work.
No flash on aiming now, though.
Yeah. And
just get hooked, look at Delight.
Oh, no, that bomb. Just gigantic damage. And Delight's like, what do I do now? I don't even have my ults. She was going to miss his, but again, it just doesn't matter because they get Mountain Soul. Any sense. You got a level 15 Viego up against Lucid, who's quite fed. Okay, they have a flank angle. The flank angle, this is what we've been talking about. Zeus trying to get to the back line, the flash, on to aiming. He finally got onto the Ziggs. The damage is decent, but the Kindred ultimate keeps aiming alive, and they cannot take him down. Showmaker runs in front, just strutting his stuff in the face of the Jinx. And there is just no way to attack this Ziggs the entire game. Aiming can TP into the fight now as well. As Peanut has to back away from this one. They don't have a wave right now, actually. They're trying to get it low enough. Instead, they're just going to get the champions low enough and get 3 more kills. The wave comes in, and the game and the series is over. D plus Kia move to 4-0 and take down Hama Life Esports.
A lot of team fighting power. You know, I feel like sometimes with the Braum, you can really see a comp struggle with lack of engages. You know, maybe like the last game we had, and he could cover mid-wave, and then they all move towards these grubs. But it looks like the focus might be on Dragon, potentially, instead. I'll take the Scuttle for now, for sure.
Rilla just backing. He's got 66 CS. Seems like he hasn't missed many. El Nar into the wall. That's Cassante.
Man, he's nearly under half health.
Yeah, I mean, dude is doing a good job of putting on pressure, right? He's up in CS. He's doing his job.
Now starting the Dragon. They have Prio in the bot lanes. They can move over. We have Prio in the mid lane from Chovy. A lot of damage being done.
Good safety from...
Oh, he missed his CS. Not my
Chovy?
Yep.
Oh, man. I thought you were talking about Pungan. I'm like, wait. That's fine. I mean, he's a rookie.
Yeah, I'm not going to be that brutal.
He's probably nervous.
He's
like,
up in farm still. Look.
It's okay, Ox. Like, you don't have to call him out for it. He does, yes.
Oh, it's up to 2 gold. They found him.
And the flash comes in, but Canyon still has flash. But now Canyon's in a rough spot. He's getting burst down. His first blood. That goes to Pungan in his first LCK game. He just strolls on in. He's like, I'm totally fine. I'm just going to beat this Lee Sin into death.
Yeah. And now, DN Freecs looking towards the grubs. We'll get 1, and we'll look for more. Rula and Juro just trying to scare them away, but they're not really phased too heavily.
Dudu TP'd. So, that rocket almost stole it, by the way. That second one. Ruler TPs, or not Ruler, Dudu TPs, and Pungyan now has to run down a bottom lane. But this is a second plate.
Don't we have the Eclipse, real life chickens? I want them to train the chickens.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds pretty difficult, so I don't know. That's why I said anime. All right, flash away, but you're against Rakan. You're not getting away. And down he goes. This dive is more of a let's kill the turret as soon as we possibly can. And they will be able to do that because Sante eventually should die, right? Keen Sante not going to hit the Q3 on a life who just dodges it. And there you go. They get the turret, the first blood turret, and the kill. Get his flash. Trade of a couple of their flashes for Chovy's flash.
Yeah, and I think that signal not to go for the fight. Dudu has had his mega proc. He's about to be exhausted. You've burnt all your big tools and didn't find anything.
Dudu coming back, wants the TP, wants some help. Pyosik nearby as well. Keen Sante kind of missing a lot. The Q3 as well, not going to land here. Dudu just gets out, and a ton of damage comes out from Pungyan and Pyosik. And so it is traded back. But at least the Rift Herald will go to the farming Canyon, who does pick up another objective, but this turret also going to go the way of DNF.
Yeah, feels like Keen missing more skill shots than we typically expect of him on a champion he has been so proficient with. And yeah, I think DN Freecs, this is the right call. You go bot, you get a kill, you get a tower.
Still standing. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Gen.G on the dragon. Ocean Soul Point. I said they wouldn't fight over it. They're all going all in. Pyosik knocking up everybody, but he's super low. And Cassante in the backline is totally fine. But Dudu just got here, and now it's a 5v5. But everybody on the side, the kick is massive from Canyon. But it might not matter. Dudu in that backline, not able to quite do enough damage. But Pungyan as well, still alive, full health, but he doesn't have a front line anymore. The knockup comes in, and Pungyan, so sad for him. He gets knocked down. And the shutdown goes over to the Corki as well. Gen.G barely pull ahead and take that fight.
The rookie, the last one to fall, felt like he was doing everything he could to keep the fight going.
Fine from ahead. He's doing a lot of burst damage. He's already got a couple of items. As now we will be fighting over this Arakan. We got 5v5, but Dudu's less than half health with no Narbar. And they're putting themselves in a position where they cannot retreat, actually. So they kind of have to go for the steal. Pyosik trying to get close. Can he get in there? Canyon getting pretty low himself. Has to get out, but look at Keen just tanking it up, and they get the sweep on a Pungyan as well. Down goes the Victor, and Berserker is alone. The entire front line gets shredded by, of course, the Penta. Man, and it gets stolen by Chovy. The Penta denial happens again.
He might be able to get his first win in the LCK Cup in protest.
I was looking on stage, you actually see big versions of the webcams. Chovy's got a giant smile on his face. So a lot of discussion, obviously, about the Penta situation. Ruler was not happy.
I think at this point of the game, there's going to be more discussion about that than actually playing out the game. I think Gen.G got this one pretty on lock, but no Pentas for Ruler on this one. Unless something crazy happens from here on out.
Oh, that arrow, jeez. I mean, they have Arakan buffs, so it doesn't matter. Just sending it, and there you go. Nice little sweep. Catches a very juicy target. The Ash will go down, and that is a couple for the Corki. Once again, Ruler up to 7-0. And he could have even more kills if he didn't get so many assists as well.
Yeah.
He carries
imagine if he was...
Oh man,
Pungyan's dead. 8-0-4 maybe, you know?
Yeah.
Like that specific one extra kill.
8-0-6. There you go.
He could have been 9-0-5. That one specific extra kill. I think that's the one I'm talking about.
This game has totally fallen apart. I mean, just two gigantic team fights. The one that led to Gen.G getting position on Arakan, and then of course the Arakan fight. A huge difference in terms of levels in the jungle. I guess all of that farming from the side of Canyon has paid off by the end of it all. And obviously, the big team fights.
Lee Sin goes hard. But yeah, it seems pretty cooked at this point. I think, you know, DN Freecs, they kept it relatively close throughout the game, but I think the problem with playing against Gen.G is that it's close until it isn't. And the team fighting is so crisp.
Joke.
Now, it'd be really crazy if Corki was to lose from here. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you know, I don't think it's going to happen, Dan. I think they got this one. Actually, the damage from Ruler alone is enough. And Piosic's like, well, maybe, no, never mind. They have Cassante as well.
Ocean stole Cassante as well, as if with Spirit Visage, as if he wasn't unkillable enough already. They just can't do anything. You have no op. I don't.
Oh, by the way, apparently Chovy also said, I thought Lee Sin got a kill, so he thought that it wasn't a penta angle. That's why he was saying it's not a penta, it's not a penta.
That's a good cover. That's
fantastic excuse, Chovy. Wow, nice engage here from Duro. Gonna catch both carries at the same time, forcing both the flashes. Obviously, it doesn't matter all too much. That's a nice little whiff, as they are certainly playing with their food here at the end of the game. Gen.G are so insanely ahead. No! Cover your eyes! Oh,
cut the clip.
Safe. And they got the kill at the end as well. It's
well,
like 20,000 gold ahead.
And
it feels like Galio wins. Galio and Poppy wins that 100% of the time.
My concern is that Gen.G kind of really only have one damage threat. So if, I mean, it's a big hit, but if Ruler dies, what is left?
He died in that fight as well at the end.
Yeah, but he didn't die unceremoniously, you know? I think he put up a good fight.
I mean, he was a victor with like one item, and he was like doing tickle damage.
He was doing his job.
He
was doing his job. He was pumping that. It just, you know, it took some time. He had a good ult. It's just difficult, right? And then Chovy just put him on his list. You know, Freecs putting some pressure towards the grub, so he should be able to secure those. But it does mean dude is isolated. You just have ult, and life is coming.
He's like the Penta King of the LCK.
Not since he came back. Hasn't got a single one in the LCK Cup.
That's true. Piosic's in a lot of trouble here. I think he might just die. Does he even bother to flash? Nope, he doesn't. First blood, Duro picks up. It's kind of...
we just get over the wall. Not so much on Zinzao when you're kind of stuck in the...
If he was like Wukong, maybe?
Wukong for sure would be fine.
I think he still would have died. Well, yeah, the grub's coming down now. Duro gonna eat a hook, and a TP's coming in, so Gen.G say, well, we got one, so we're just gonna run away.
Yeah.
That does mean there's 5 grubs to DN.
There's a lot. We'll see if they can make use of those. Yeah, I mean, the thing about Wukong is that I think you could have taken a different path completely, so you wouldn't have even been exposed.
Yeah.
But,
I feel like, you know, in game 1 there was a lot of back and forth, a bit of trading, you know, it was kind of like DN Freecs had some angles. They were doing pretty well on some of the grub fights and stuff. But they're trying to get this first turret. Who's going to actually pick it up? Looks like it should go the way of Gen.G. There it goes.
That's your feats.
I have found the feats, and they're on the side of Gen.G. Almost all of them. Carry a lot of it, at least if he gets ahead, which, as we know in this game, he is.
I mean, we saw that the T1 game when Smash was playing Ezreal, like, you can pump numbers as Ezreal.
Yeah, you really can. I mean, this is all just solo. Like, that, all the damage, all the gone health, that's all from Ruler. And now Keen's doing his job. Okay, I ult away the key target. I press my W. That's it. The engage comes in. The front line is gone. The damage is there. The Vial right onto Pungyan as Dudu desperately tries to get on the Ruler, but you just Galio ult him, and he's totally fine. He actually almost did die at the end of it all, but
Ult is flash.
Rift Herald's taken, and as you mentioned, very important, the AD carry still has his flash. They're just not giving them an inch to breathe. It's 2-0, and it feels like the series is 2-0. Still early on in this game, but they're about to get Mountain Soul Point. Very slowly, as Canyon slowly punches the dragon to death. And there you go. Third Drake to their side. They have the Rift Herald on Canyon as well. Probably just going to drop it in mid at some point. There it is. And here they go.
Stole that minion from Ruler.
There they did. And maybe something here. Trying to really pressure the turret. They're going to get the turret. TP's coming in.
But I mean,
they might get Duro. The door right in front of them. Keen is just kind of roaming in behind them, like escorting Pungyan away from the fight. And they say, well, we've got the poke advantage, so why don't we just go ahead and poke? Now that we have Ruler's items online, a bit of a combo here. Nice hook onto Duro, but the front line is still so tanky. Canyon has to flash over the wall. Ruler is going to get engaged on, but the Galio ult right on top of everybody. Let's see if we can get Dudu to do something on this. Embassy's being burnt to a crisp by the Ezreal, just so incredibly fast. And Keen is going to take the kill down. Not even a clean fight. That was half under the turret, and Gen.G still bopped them over the head. Poppy's just running in a straight line at the enemy team.
I mean, who can engage on Keen? Everyone's dash-based who wants to jump in.
Yeah.
Just press W.
Well, he's just going to do that and knock into the wall. There you go. Knocks the Nautilus away, knocks the Ambess into the wall, and she just melts like paper. And that's Otacon. I mean, DN Freecs, they can't fight over this. They got to go for the dragon, and they should be able to take that down just because it takes a long time to kill Otacon, but that is like the saddest consolation prize that I've seen in a long time.
It'd be a different story if they had 3 dragons and this was their soul, but you're just stalling out Gen.G's soul. Like, the small bit of armor and MR is not going to really make a difference, so Gen.G handling that one pretty masterfully, very patient. Keen doing a great job of kind of playing body block and denying any access. And now they can look for even more. You know, the expectation is DN Freecs have to go towards the dragon. He's getting in a tower as well. Gold lead ballooning at this point. And what can DN Freecs do? You engage on them, they die, they'll just respawn, you'll probably lose more yourself.
Generally, whenever like any objective is taken, they'll like go crazy, start clapping, you know. Gen.G got the Otacon and they're like the slightest little golf clap. They're gonna be happy about this though, because Berserker is kind of just all alone, and Duro's like, I'll just let you 1v1 him, bro.
What?
And then he runs in
I'll
and
just
steals
steal the kill? That was...
Duro! As Pyosik gets knocked away and DN Freecs run away.
Yeah, not much you can do there.
Well, life's dead. Maybe the disengage cone. He does get an ult off, and finally DN Freecs decide to push their buttons. The Ambessa gets in the back line trying to take out Duro, but Keen flashes in and knocks her into the wall. Just perfectly played. Keen's Poppy has been excellent. And this game is pretty much over from here. Ruler wants another one, but he will not have it. At least gets the flash out of Berserker.
So Duro actually died. That's the only positive for DN Freecs.
They actually got him.
They actually got him. Other than that, they're just getting clapped. There's no other way to spin it. Gen.G reeling after the loss to Bro. Very decisive with how they're handling this.
He got a panic kill, so honestly, I don't think he deserves it.
Whereas Keen is about to... No, he's not.
We only have 2 media votes now, so we can actually, you know, have balanced votes. So I think that Keen...
Oh my god, look at that shield on Keen.
Yeah.
He's pretty strong.
He's very tanky. You know...
Probably super tanky, super hard to kill. Oh, that buckler!
So right now, on the Korean side, it's Sunke, and this is a guy that, like, never has nothing to say. And I can hear him over there, like, not having anything to say. He's like, well,
The game's pretty won.
They just attacked him. They just killed him. It just happened. Like, that's the way this game is going. They're just killing them. It's cover your eyes. It's just desperation from the DN Freecs now. As the taunt comes in, and Jovi's Assassin Galio has a tank, I guess. There's another one. And Keen's going to get the kill. Very deserved. Looking for the final one. That's another knock into the wall. And he will pick up the kill as well. Finally, thankfully, I'd even say, this game is over. Gen.G unceremoniously just bopped the DN Freecs over the head. And they make them look not very good. But it is just Gen.G who are quite strong.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.